And good day everyone, I am Chesha Ampad of Group 7 and today I will report about the preparation of methane and its properties, the physical and the chemical properties. So, we human beings would not survive if our basic needs would not be met, and food is one of them. The responsible for cooking our foods is the methane gas. Methane is used primarily as fuel to make heat and light. It is also used to manufacture organic chemicals. In this experiment, you would get to know more about methane gas. The experiment would show the reaction of methane gas when it is mixed with bromine water, alcoholic iodine, and KMNO4. In that way, we would be able to determine some of its physical and chemical properties. The objective of this experiment is to prepare methane gas and to determine some of its physical and chemical properties. The methodology. Here are the apparatus needed in the experiment with pictures for us to visualize. We have 6 small test tubes with cork, 30 ml hard glass test tube, 1 holed rubber stopper, delivery tube with rubber tubing, test tube column, test tube holder, iron stand, waterproof, Bunsen burner, 400 ml beaker, glass rod, and medicine dropper. The materials needed are the following: 3 grams of anhydrous sodium acetate, 5 grams soda lime, 3 ml lime water, litmus paper, 0.5 ml bromine water, 0.5 alcoholic of iodine, and 0.5 ml of KMNO4 solution. Procedure, experiment, analysis, and discussion. Preparation. A mixture of anhydrous sodium acetate and soda lime was placed in a hard glass test tube. The test tube was then covered with a 1-holed rubber stopper fitted with an exit tube. Next, a delivery tube with rubber tubing was attached, and the other end of the rubber tubing was placed in the waterproof that was half filled with water. The lower portion of the tube was heated by holding the burner with the hand while keeping the flame moving. A sufficient volume of gas was allowed to escape to ensure that all air was expelled from the apparatus. Finally, 5 test tubes of the gas were collected by water displacement. B. We have the properties or the test for determining the properties of methane gas. First to test is the color, odor, and solubility of methane in water. The procedure. The color, odor, and solubility in water of methane were observed and noted. We have the results and analysis. Methane was colorless and odorless. It did not dissolve well in water and was accumulated over the water as the water displaced downward. At room temperature and standard pressure, methane is colorless and odorless. Methane also is hydrophobic in nature since it is a non-polar molecule, and since it is a gas as well, its molecules were already separated, thus water isn't required to separate them. And to dissolve methane, it has to force its way between water molecules and break hydrogen bonds, which needs a fair amount of energy. As the temperature drops, the solubility of methane increases. In conclusion to the experiment conducted, methane has been shown to be colorless, odorless, and insoluble in water both at and above room temperature. Next is the test for the flammability and products of combustion. Procedure. A methane gas in a test tube was ignited, and the color of the flame was documented, as well as the soot deposits inside the test tube. 3 ml lime water was added after it was burned, and then it was shaken. The results and analysis. The color of the flame was blue, which indicates complete combustion, and no soot was found. Upon the addition of lime water to the test tube, the lime water, which is colorless, turned cloudy in color due to the excess carbon dioxide present inside the test tube, because if methane is born, it releases carbon dioxide and water. The chemical equation CH4 plus 2O2 yields to CO plus 2H2O. The type of reaction in this experiment was combustion. In the experiment, there appeared a blue gas flame because there was sufficient oxygen for complete combustion, as it creates enough energy to excite and ionize the gas molecules in the flame, burning a methane molecule in the presence of oxygen, precisely 2 oxygen molecules for each molecule of methane. A carbon dioxide molecule is formed, commonly called carbon dioxide 2 molecules of water, and heat is released, which is due to the breakage of the bonds between carbon and hydrogen that make up methane. In conclusion to the experiment conducted, the amount of oxygen present in the gas plays the most significant role in determining the flame's color. Because a blue flame appeared, it was then indicated that the methane was completely combusted. Incomplete combustion produces soot, although there was none in the experiment. Methane undergoes hydrocarbon combustion to release its chemical energy. Methane was completely burned, yielding carbon dioxide, water, and heat with no soot. As a result, methane is flammable and combustible when combined with oxygen. Reaction with bromine water. Procedure. In a test tube containing methane gas, 5 drops of bromine water were introduced. The contents were then examined using a damp blue litmus paper after it was shaken. The result and analysis. Bromomethane is produced when one of the hydrogen atoms in methane is replaced by a bromine atom in a substitution reaction. The reaction, however, does not stop there. All of the hydrogen atoms in methane can be replaced by bromine atoms. When moist blue litmus paper was used to test the solution, the color of the paper turned red. The chemical equation CH4 plus Br2